Hello, friends. This has been a very, 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 very tough and painful week, and we're all in a lot of pain, a lot of trauma, and our community, our city, our state, our country, and our world. It's just trauma on top of trauma on top of trauma, and here we are, just moments away from going into Zman Cherutenu, the season of rejoicing our freedom. And it feels pretty hard to go into a holiday that is all about celebrating freedom and celebrating with family when some of us are still so alone, and maybe feeling more alone than ever right now. And yet the calendar keeps going. The moon is going to be full. The moon is going to be full on Saturday night as we sit at our Seder tables, whether they're on Zoom or in real time with real people. The moon is going to be full, and that full moon is always when we celebrate this journey. And the journey is one that takes us from degradation, trauma, slavery, into at least the possibility of redemption and freedom and liberation. And so we have to give ourselves permission, I believe, whatever our practices might be, however strict or lenient or joyful or sad we might be feeling about this holiday as it arrives. I think we have to give ourselves permission to fully enter into this holiday. There's so much of it that is profound for us. We know we have bowls of salt water that represent the tears, and this year perhaps our own tears will mingle with that salt water and make it even more salty. We eat the bitter herb and we're feeling that bitterness inside our hearts. And the matzah itself, I love matzah. Some people complain about matzah. I love matzah, but matzah is a paradox, because it's the bread of poverty and slavery, and it's also the bread of freedom. And it's that it has both in it. When we take that first bite of matzah at the Seder, we're saying, yes, I'm sad and I'm lonely and I'm afraid and I'm angry, and I'm also looking forward to a different kind of future where I can dance my way into freedom, like the Israelites danced and sang when they crossed over that sea as it split unexpectedly, anticipating the miracles and anticipating what life might be like when we get to the other side. So it's complicated a little bit when Passover begins on a Saturday night. And if anyone has any questions about that, how that works, you're welcome to contact me. But basically, the tradition is that we're completely ready. We're completely ready to begin the holiday by the time Shabbat comes in on Friday. And in fact, we burn the chametz, those last remnants we burn on Friday morning, and then we go into Shabbat. And then when Shabbat's over, we enter into this holiday with our full selves. Jewish holidays are about entering in with our full selves, which includes all of it. The stories that we tell this year are going to be different stories than we told last year, and different stories than we tell next year. And every time we're allowed to weep, and we're allowed to rage, and we're allowed to scream, and we're also allowed to say, hallelujah, hallelujah, we're going to get through this. And we know how much we need each other, and we know how much we want to be physically together and hug each other and hold each other. And that time is coming. And right now, I just offer my deep, heartfelt love and blessings and condolence to us all. It's like we're all in mourning right now. Many people in the Bonnet community knew at least 4 out of the 10 people whose lives were lost on Monday. And we're thinking about their souls, we're thinking about their memories, we're thinking about these amazing 10 people and their families, and all of us who knew them. And even if we didn't know them, we now do. We've seen the faces and we've heard their stories. And so those stories now become part of our stories. And the stories that we tell, these stories that we tell, contain tears and laughter and dancing and singing, and it's all there. So however hard it might feel, I invite us into this Pesach, this journey of liberation with the fullness of our being. And I wish everybody, whatever it might mean to us this year, a Chag Sameach, a joyful hug. Joyful doesn't mean frivolous happiness, it means full presence. Chag Sameach, my friends.